Hello everyone, welcome back to Gent Watches, and who asked for this video? Nobody asked for this video. Why am I doing it? Because sometimes on this channel, I'm also going to do videos that I want to do, regardless of if I think anyone will want to watch it or not, you know? So, you know, sometimes there are some anime and some series that I think are special to me, and that I care about a lot. And, you know, sometimes they will also be featured on the channel. So, I mean, I'm actually going to be squeezing this in. I'm going to post it. I don't even know when I'm going to post it. I'm just going to squeeze it into one of the days. And I'm just going to figure it out, you know, but with no expectation of anyone caring about this video. But hey, if you've come here and, you've come here for a Bang Dream video, a Bang Dream reaction, a Bang Dream review, then, I mean, welcome. You're absolutely welcome on this channel. I am a major Bang Dream fan. I've got some figures up here, and like, I've got a Kokodo figure. I got my best girl here, which is my, can't remember, my Himari, my Himari figure. It's been a while since I've done Bang Dream related stuff. I used to play the Bang Dream phone game every night, Bang Dream Girls Band Party, but I put it on pause because the Hatsune Miku game came out, and since they're basically the exact same game, but the Hatsune Miku one's a bit more polished, I've been playing that one instead. But Bang Dream is always gonna have a special place in my heart, and I've got a bunch more figures. I've got an Arco one, and I've got a Kasumi one as well, and the Kasumi one is holding up my ring light right now. But anyway, regardless, today we are going to be watching Morfonication because Bang Dream just released this 2-episode special, and so I'm gonna try to watch them both in one video. And it's just a special specifically about Morfonica. Which is exciting because Morfonica are the newest band. Let me just make sure that they're the newest band. I don't think there's any other bands that have come out after them. So yeah, Morfonica are the newest band. You know, they're still not majorly new. They've now been around for a little while, but they haven't had much anime love because they came out after season 3, which was the latest season of the anime. So yeah, we're just waiting on a season 4, but until we get season 4, we've got these specials which are animated as season 4 would be animated. So we're basically getting a part of season 4 right now. But yeah, I'm very excited for this. I do like Morfonica a lot. I think Morfonica had a bit more of a, an interesting nuanced story to them, in that I think that some of the characters in Morfonica are less easily likable than the rest of the Bang Dream cast, but in a good way, because we come to like them, we grow to like them despite their pretty major flaws. And the two main characters with pretty major flaws are Rui, who is pretty harsh on basically everyone, and Shiro, who obviously struggles with a lot of anxiety type stuff, but that anxiety actually causes her to lash out at people sometimes. At least in her main story, the Morfonica's main story, that actually was a thing, and I appreciated that they represented her anxiety in a way that caused her to lash out, because it was actually a pretty realistic interpretation of anxiety, in my opinion. I suffer from anxiety myself, and a lot of a lot of people around my age do. But I know a lot of people who, you know, suffer a lot from it, and some of the people who suffer the worst from anxiety related stuff do have a tendency to, when they get frustrated, they lash out a little bit at other people. So so it was kind of cool to see that, because normally anxious characters are very, you know, they're just very sweet on the inside and stuff, and Shiro is sweet on the inside, but I like that they added some sharpness to her. So anyway, we're gonna be getting into these 2 episodes. If you're new to the channel, or you just need a reminder right now, I have a Patreon account, so if you want to watch the full-length reaction to these videos, it's very easy because it's on the episodes on YouTube as well, so you can watch along pretty easily. You'd have a copy of your own footage anyway. You can go down into the description below, go to my Patreon and subscribe, and you will get full-length reaction to this entire thing, as well as everything else on my channel. So it's very, very useful. Anyway, let's get into Morfonication number 1. This is called Summer Morfonica Plan. This is peaceful. Nice peaceful start. Aww. Shiro, you're gonna drown. I think Shiro's having a psychotic breakdown. It's gonna zoom out and she's gonna be in a mental hospital. My best Morfonica girl is Tsukushi, by far. She's one of my favorite Bang Dream characters in general. Wow. Very patient intro for a Bang Dream episode, I feel like. I feel like the show's normally so fast-paced that I don't usually see stuff like that. I thought Tsukushi just grabbed two for herself. I was like, that's kind of out of character. Aw, that's sweet. Oh, is this gonna be a beach episode? Or beach episodes? Oh my god, we're gonna get that at the end of this OVA, aren't we? Aww. Yeah, you can be proud of yourself. Isn't this... This is pretty near the first time anime onlys would have met Morfonica. And they're starting with the fact that Shiro's changed. That's kind of interesting. They're really just guessing that we'd know Morfonica from the game. Okay, you're yelling about it more than they were. Yeah, she talks about it like it's complicated and it's like, you're just saying let's have fun. You stroked her ego enough. Mm-hmm. Well, you just reminded her of it. They're gonna murder you, Shiro. Oh! As well. Thank goodness. So often Bang Dream doesn't have lyrics on the screen. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, that's a compliment. Oh, is it? Okay, I'm gonna guess something to do with the aquarium based on the intro. Although an aquarium's kind of low-key for a, like, have fun summer vacation, but maybe. Summer camp. Yeah, she was shying away. Yeah, well, she was probably really awkward back then. Sorry, the three of us are hanging out without you. Oh, she knows. That animation is great. Song inspiration. It's song inspiration, Rui. You know, I know it feels wrong, but the four of you could go on your own. Like, if Rui doesn't want to come, just don't make her come. It doesn't need to be a big group band thing. But that's not the way Bang Dream rolls. All five of them do something or no one does. They're trying to butter her up. Shira is the only one who doesn't know now. I understand that feeling. Aww. That was only your own perception, girl. Aww. Yeah. That's so sweet. Poppin' Party! Are we gonna see Poppin' Party? Please. Yes, talk to them. You're in a band, girl. Oh. Oh. It's okay, girl. They've seen you for 5 seconds. Damn, we didn't see Poppin' Party. She can't stop running away from her problems and her past. Wait, that was just on the walk? What? Oh, that's the walk from this way. Oh my god. I thought she was waiting until it was red to walk, and I thought the car just zoomed by while it was green for the pedestrians. Whew. Japan, you're crazy. Oh no. Oh. Wow, you're really gonna put one of Morfonica's most banger songs at the end of the thing after she's going through her own little breakdown? While I'm getting the next episode set up, I just want to quickly mention, because I'm probably going to talk about it at the end, but I really like the idea of like how old friends will often say like, oh, you haven't changed at all, and it's a compliment. It means like the things we liked about you and found interesting about you are still present. Like you're still the same person we know and love. When Shiro takes it negatively because she's proud of her change, she's proud of the fact that she isn't the way that she was anymore. So she takes it the complete wrong way, and I think it's interesting. I also like that transcends languages. You know, that works in Japanese and English, because that sort of culture of saying you haven't changed a bit is the same in both places, and I assume everywhere. So I think that's really interesting. Anyway, let's go to the next episode. Oh god. This is what I was talking about at the start, how her anxiety builds up and she takes it out on people a little bit. I like that they're keeping that consistent about her character. It's a consistent character flaw. And I think she has improved on it, but now she's regressing because she thinks she hasn't changed. Like, her bandmates are doing the right thing. They're trying to come to her and help her, but she closes herself off. Rui sees that Shiro might need it, so now it's logical to keep the band together. Aww. I don't know if I knew Shiro's mother. Why? Rui is like, I am not partying. Oh, her friends are trying so hard to help her. Oh, that's cool. Oh, Shiro. Rui can't stand being called nice. Oh, look at her. Aww. Ah, nice. I like the animation of this pillow fight. It's great. Aww. She's looking like she's feeling better. Don't turn black. Okay. Okay. This is good. Was she out all night riding? To sleep on the bench, maybe? Oh. It all turned black. Yeah. Oh. The fireworks, oh my god. Is this gonna help her though? Oh. Oh god. Tsukushi. Aww. Oh. Oh, these are cool effects. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, is this the new song? Oh, I like them all looking at each other. Oh, I'm so glad we have the lyrics on screen. Aww. Aww. That's surely way more fans than they have. Is this just their imagination? Do they perform on stages this big yet? Aw, slowly changing bit by bit. Aw. Oh, that's cute. Toko and Rui had a moment there. I want to love every me. That's a great lyric. Whew. Yes, friends. Oh man, what a great resolution. I think, so the thing about Bang Dream is, when it's, like, I always think, while I'm, like, well, you know, while I'm not watching it actively, like, in times between Bang Dream projects come out, I always think, oh, it's a, like, the reason I like it is because it's a cute show, and the characters are funny, and they've got good gimmicks, and the songs are good. And so yeah, it's just a cute show, but there's a bit more to it than that. There's a bit more that I like about it, and what I mean, it makes me cry. Like, I was crying during that. And like, Morfonica aren't even like my favorite band. In fact, they're probably like third or fourth out of the bands, you know. So like they're in the middle maybe, or toward the bottom, but I just like, I really like the way that the writers like have these, like the way that the writers write their stories around character flaws, and the way that they write the resolutions. I find them to be very emotionally intelligent. Like, the things often come from like insecurities and such, like the problems often come from insecurities, and the solutions are like somewhat simple, but also like somewhat complex. The solution to this wasn't just having fun with her friends, you know, like that would be the simple solution, is like if she was sitting on that bench and wrote the lyrics perfectly, then that would be like a fine solution to the story, right? Because what she needed was to let loose a little bit with her friends, right? That's a solution that a lot of shows, I feel like, would just take that solution and be okay with that. And that's not a bad solution. I wouldn't call that bad writing. That's just like, it's just easy. It's just an easy solution. But then they take it a step further, and it's like, no, that didn't solve her problem. In fact, that aggravated her. That hurt her more, because she's so frustrated that she has this like inner struggle that no one else is understanding properly. Toko is very singular-minded. She just thinks of things as like, let's just have fun, let's do the best we can, let's put our all into it. And she doesn't really have the emotional intelligence to hold herself back, and to be able to understand how other people are feeling about a situation. And Shiro is very like fragile, like emotionally fragile, and she requires very certain things that she also doesn't know how to communicate with people to get them to give her those things. So that's why she ends up spiraling a lot of the time. But I think it was really like a really cool solution, that what she needed was like, they still, you know, had to drag her along at the end, or whatever. But instead it was like, we're going to, you know, bring you along because we want you there. But we're not going to force you to do stuff you don't want to do. And they just take her aside, and they like just let her let it out. Like, that's mainly what she needs, I feel like, is she just needs to be able to let out how she's feeling. And I mean, they were talking to her before, but like the way that they were like, it's not the band's fault at all. Like, it's kind of Shiro's responsibility to communicate, but at the same time, you can't blame someone for the anxiety they're feeling, and their lack of communication is often, you know, a problem in itself that they're a victim of. But like in that situation, it was like they let her be vulnerable. They allowed her to slowly ease it out, do it at her own pace. They communicated their own like problems with her that allowed her to be vulnerable back. And she needed to actually like say what the problem is. And then once she did, they were able to then actually talk to her about the real problem instead of just giving her empty words or words that Shira perceived as empty. And yeah, Nanami said, like, I used to get really annoyed and really feel really hurt when people would call me special. But that's because my definition of special and their definition of special are different things. And because when Nanami hears special, what she hears is you're an outsider. You're different from us. You don't fit in. But when other people say you're special, like what they're saying is like, you're shining. You inspire us. You know, you're a bright light of our group. You're still a part of our group, but you're a bright light of it. You're a beacon. You are the gravity in which the group goes around. So yes, you do fit in. In fact, you're in the very center of it. That's the sort of thing that people mean when they call you special. But what she heard was you're special as in you're a planet that we can see in a telescope far away, you know? And so it's about the perception of the words that are being used. And in the same way, Shiro hears, you haven't changed at all. Just after hearing Sakushi earlier in the episode say, you've changed so much, she then hears these girls say, you haven't changed at all. And the thing is, Sakushi and these girls are using those words differently. So that's why there's a conflict there. And so, yeah, and the conflict is, when they're saying you haven't changed at all, what they're saying is, like, the things that are special about you are still there. You haven't been beaten down by the world. You haven't been monotonized. You're not flat, right? You still have the beautiful curves that we know you for. And I really liked that it was like those girls were not doing anything wrong. In fact, they were being very, very sweet to Shiro. And it's just purely the perception that got Shiro, you know? Like, those girls didn't make any mistakes, really. They, in fact, approached her and were like, oh my god, it's so good to see you. We haven't seen you since graduation. Like, do you have any recommendations of bands? Like, they're engaging with her. And even when they thought she was having, like, trouble speaking to them and stuff, they then took up the reins and started speaking themselves by saying, like, hey, you... like, you know, we missed you. And they said we missed you in the way that they knew how, which was you haven't changed at all. So, so yeah, I think that was a really nicely written 2 episodes. I really enjoyed that. And I Have a Dream was a great song. I don't think it was called I Have a Dream. I think it was called Sunny Day or something. But like that song was great, and I think the reason like it was great is because I got the meaning behind the song all leading up to it. That happens a lot with BanG Dream. Some of my favorite BanG Dream songs, I like them so much because of the meaning that they put into it beforehand. So when they just release a song randomly, I'll generally like it. But when they release a song as part of the show, I generally like it a lot more because they show us the build up to it. One of my favorite BanG Dream songs in the whole franchise is the song Returns by Poppin' Party. And that's because they had, in season 2, they had the, like basically the entire, like it was a really well written and beautiful storyline that made me bawl my eyes out, leading up to the writing of the song. And the writing of the song was about the resolution to the story. And so when they were performing it, I was just crying, and I love the song now. If they just released the song on its own, I probably would have thought it was alright. Like, I probably would have thought it was a good Poppin' Party song, but then I wouldn't have, like, you know, put much stock into it. But because I saw everything leading up to it, I absolutely loved it. Anything else I want to talk about? I have a lot of things that I don't think I went over, but I don't know if I need to. I liked how Shiro was like, overthinking is the only way I think. Like, that's, you're like, Toko doesn't understand. I already talked about this, but Toko just can't like see things from other people's perspective. And she's like, you think it's so easy to do all of this? It really feels like the writers either have anxiety or have studied it extensively, because the way they write Shiro like feels like that's, you know, well articulated anxiety, but like a good representation of anxiety. Yeah, I already talked about that. Yeah, I mean, I guess just the patient intro that I mentioned before, like Bang Dream taking time with the intro to show all of Shiro's imaginations and stuff. But that made a lot of sense towards the end, because it's really about, like, at the start of the episode, it was like showing how beautiful her imagination is, and then towards the middle, it was showing how she was actually becoming ashamed of that imagination, because it meant that she hadn't grown up, she hadn't changed. And then at the end, she was able to express her imagination again and accept that it doesn't mean that she hasn't changed. It actually, like, it means that she's still got that special part of herself that made her unique. So great. Good stuff. Anyway, if you did watch this video, you know, I didn't get any requests to do Bang Dream, and I doubt I ever will, but if you did watch it, I really appreciate it, and thank you for sticking it out to the end. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. And please make sure, if you do like Bang Dream, if you do like this sort of stuff, hey, stick around on the channel. I talk about it all the time. I compare all shows to Bang Dream, I feel like. So make sure to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, go sign up for my Patreon if you enjoy me, if you want to support the channel, and if you want full length and early access to certain videos. There's a lot of stuff that I am doing on my Patreon and that I will be doing in the future. Like, I'm planning to do manga talks on my Patreon at some point if I get time. So just make sure to go and support that Patreon as best you can. But thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.